is us doing like the intro stuff, right?
I don't know.
Hello and welcome to the All Natural Podcast.
Welcome back to the All Natural Podcast.
Or if you're coming in for the first time, welcome without the bag.
American style, though. Not like the other way.
We are an American style natural podcast. I think. I wonder if there are all natural podcasts in other languages.
Doubtful.
Doubtful.
It
doesn't seem likely.
I mean, they're all slanderous and counterfeit. Anyway, like if so. So, I mean, we've been in the middle of an Arctic blast.
Very much.
Here in Missouri. And I'm over it. Like, it's been winter for like 8 months.
Yeah, it seems like it for sure. Every minute seems like about an hour.
It's cold, it's depressing, it's gray all the time, every day.
I don't even mind gray and depressing,
like,
just if it could be warm, that would be...
My point is it basically skipped fall. Like, we didn't have a fall here. It went from being like 80 degrees to like 40 degrees to 10 degrees, and it's just stayed there. Yeah. And it's been ridiculous forever. I'm tired, and I'm over it.
And it's supposed to get colder.
Well, the good news is that winter will continue.
Yeah, officially winter just fucking started.
Yep.
So
we're about a month in.
But anyway,
wait till the summertime starts, we'll start complaining about the heat.
And then it'll be too hot. For sure. I'd rather it be too hot than too cold, though.
Actually, so would I. Much rather.
Way more bearable.
Drink water. You're good.
But in other news, we get this episode flowing. We're gonna get this episode flowing no matter how cold or fucking depressing it is outside. Yeah, there's no bearing on what it is inside. Because inside it's kicking all natural style.
Kicking.
It's kicking.
We're gonna have some fun. So we're gonna kick some discussion. We're gonna call some people. We're gonna kick some phone calls.
Oh shit! We're having like live phone interviews and shit this time around. So
updates anyway.
We're gonna get some updates.
We should at least get some updates.
We're gonna get some updates and see what's good or not good amongst the community.
Updates are the best.
Just don't call it brown ham or some shit. To me, that sounds like ham salad or something.
Ham salad.
That's basically
ham salad.
That's pretty much what ham salad is, right? It's just we
wouldn't mix all the other shit in it.
It's got other shit in it, though.
It's got other shit in it that makes it ham salad.
I mean, they have turkey burgers.
So non-saladed ham salad would be the material that we're thinking of.
Why couldn't we have a...
But see, I think they're calling them beef burgers now.
How are we going to have the all-natural burger have pork on it anyway?
It shouldn't.
We should test it before we brand it. It should have... The all-natural burger should have one ingredient that each of us despises on it.
That's terrible.
I know, that's what's... Because it would be pretty natural, to be honest. I bet I'm sure all three of us have picked ingredients off a pizza before.
Have them realized?
I promise that mushrooms are not appearing on the all-natural burger.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I want some mushrooms on my all-natural burger. Nah. How the fuck are you going to not have them?
Black olives are not going on there.
It's got to have all the food groups. It's got to have the meat group, the cheese group, the vegetable group, and the fungus group. Oh, and the bread group. That's 5.
You're going to have options with the all-natural burger.
You know what? Let's leave off the vegetable group. I don't need that shit. But I need the meat group, the cheese group, the bread group, and the fucking fungus group.
No fungus. You're going to have options. You're going to have like the A style, B style, and
no
C
pork
style.
Either. And just to be a dick, I'm going to be like, no cheese either. It's got to be natural.
Fuck that.
And you can't cook it either.
That's just shit.
To keep it extra natural.
I eat a ribeye one. Like that.
Raw?
If you could brown it just a hair.
You would eat raw ribeye?
Yeah.
I mean, I could eat a little bit of raw meat like that, but not that much. I don't think I could eat a meal's worth. I'd get really sick of it really soon.
Nah. It's got to be cooked.
I don't know if I could eat an entire raw hamburger patty. That seems like a lot of raw meat. So it won't be all natural. It'll be... Well, yeah, how about this? Our all-natural burgers are only cooked on natural fires. And we have to wait around for like a forest fire or some shit to cook all our burgers. So get them while they last. That one went over really poorly.
I'm spacing out.
Is this on?
Spacing out. Well, there you have it.
You do?
Like I say, yeah, you're gonna have to have options if we're gonna make like a for real menu. A menu.
Right. Oh, a menu now.
A menu for one sandwich for the burger is gonna have to have options. My shit's gonna look different than yours.
If we're doing a menu, then build your own burger is the only thing that makes sense at the All Natural restaurant.
The All Natural Burger Bar.
The All Natural Kitchen.
Burger Bar. Tropical Burger Bar.
I don't trust any bar with
the All Natural Tropic Burger Bar.
Beachside Burger Bar. Where's that at? Because it's not here.
But it will be as soon as you, the audience, donate us enough money to our Kickstarter.
Yeah, put us beachside somewhere, please.
We'll have one going soon. We're going to build a beach.
With a bar.
Put us beachside.
All Natural River Burger Bar. There's no
Riverside
Burger Bar. There's no restaurants on the rivers around here.
Yeah, you have to be on a float trip to get there.
It's all isolated and shit. Down the woods, around a couple of river bends. No rapids or anything,
we'll make
folks.
so much money. We're going to have so much.
We'll even have a little shuttle for you at the end to take you back where you came from.
I don't know about that.
Goodbye.
Hard out.
Hello.
Gunner.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, dude?
Nada. Playing Hitman.
It's actually my phone.
I was really confused.
Yeah, my phone's dead.
Oh, nice. What's up?
Well, do you have an update?
Say that again?
Do you have an update?
An update on what?
Well, we're wondering if you have an update of any magnitude in your life recently. Is there
this sounds like a trap joke question.
Well, no, it's not that. We're genuinely interested in knowing.
How about this? Like, you don't have to tell us the update. Just, do you have an update?
It could be a yes or no question if that's the way you want to play.
You could look at it like that if you wanted.
No, nothing different going on.
You don't have
update.
No update.
There's nothing you can update us about. Personally, professionally.
No.
Is there a reason why maybe you have an update but you can't let us know about it for some reason?
Nope. Just there's nothing going on.
Just nothing going on. I mean, you said you were playing Hitman. Is there an update there anywhere? Is there anything that you can update us on? Does
Hitman itself have an update?
Did that have an update?
Other than Hitman 2 coming out? No.
So you're saying that would be an update of sorts.
I suppose, yeah.
So there is an update.
So there is an update.
Sure.
That's your update.
That's the update.
That Hitman 2's coming.
Is there anything in between the lines there we should be reading into?
Is that in code, or is that a plain English type message that should be taken at face value?
That was a pretty plain English type message that should be taken as at face value.
So Hitman 2 is coming.
Yes.
And that's the update.
That's the update.
And that's the update.
I think, have we got that down? Did we get it down? We got it down, right?
I'm committing that to memory.
Oh. Yeah, I guess we wouldn't want to have anything on paper. Okay. All right. Hitman 2 is coming.
No paper trail.
That's great.
Alright, somebody's gonna have to explain this to me.
Ah, you're good.
So yeah, we can start making fun of people's mamas anytime we want.
I say he whose mama doesn't want to get made fun of.
Ought to make fun of the first mama himself.
He whose mama smelt it.
Dealt it.
Dealt it to your mama. Well, this is going nowhere. Let's shift into a new topic.
Ladies and gentlemen, David Waverly just got married. I don't know if you guys were aware of that.
I was about to start singing, yes.
But anyway.
What do you,
I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that.
You don't know? There may not be anywhere to go with that. I mean, you pretty much said it all.
Surprise!
Those of you in the audience who have been married or are married now or probably heard him say that. And
well, let me say this.
Well,
let me say this. I had a bit of an experience after that. See, Mrs. Waverly and I, we went to a nice bed and breakfast immediately after the wedding. It was a nice place, old house, like historic and shit. And but we weren't staying inside the house. They have like these carriage houses out back, and they had like a little apartment style suite above one of them, and that's where we stayed, out in the corner. So it was cool, it was private. And for breakfast, the second day, straight up had this shit. It was like eggs Benedict, except instead of an English muffin, it was on a waffle. So you got like ham and like a poached egg and hollandaise sauce all on this waffle that had like syrup infused in it already. Dope.
That sounds good.
It was fucking good.
Sounds like it.
That was the point I was trying to get to, is that this thing, they call it a savory waffle, but I know you can call it a waffle, but it was eggs Benedict sitting on top of a waffle.
Savory waffle?
It was a savory waffle.
And it was savory.
It was pretty fucking savory.
Well described.
Did they deliver it to you?
No, we went into the house and they have like a little eating area.
Oh, okay.
They don't even have like a room service or whatever?
No, you gotta show up for breakfast.
They should cart that shit up to your door.
With the other guests.
Be cool like that.
It was cool. You kind of had breakfast with strangers.
Well, okay.
Did you guys talk?
It was interesting. Yeah.
Did you?
Uh-huh.
Did you start the conversations?
No.
No.
They did.
They did? Okay.
They did. And I'll be honest with you, the lady there was the housekeeper. She was the one who was cooking the food. Way talkative. Way too talkative. You know what I mean? Like, we're on our honeymoon. She knew we were on our honeymoon. And like, you know,
it's a bed and breakfast kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people who run that sort of stuff, you figure that's why they got into the business to begin with.
Because they like talking to people?
Like, too much space.
You know what the word
My
is?
kids have gone away. Empty nest, empty nest. Ah!
You know
I know.
You know what the word is?
What?
Flibberty gibbet.
Flibberty gibbet?
Flibberty gibbet is the word for that person. Exactly what
Isn't
you're describing.
Isn't that from Bambi or something?
Charlotte's Web. The flibberty gibbet.
That's right.
That's what the goose says. Yeah.
I think empty nest syndrome is funnier.
Gibbet. Huh?
I actually think empty nest syndrome is funnier.
I think that's part of it. A flibberty gibbet is likely to have empty nest syndrome.
Or empty web syndrome. Or
it wasn't the spider, man. It was
empty
the goose.
sty syndrome, if you happen to be the pig.
Did they have TVs in your room?
Yeah,
like, did you sit with them in living rooms?
Hey, did you have TV? Did you watch any good TV on your honeymoon?
Honestly, yeah. I wouldn't call it good TV. We were laying around one day, and I was too lazy to change the channel. There was some stupid ghost hunting shit on.
But you watched it? 'Cause it's like,
I watched it.
TV.
I was like, I don't have to work.
Yeah.
I'm not at work. So, that's my story. The point is, I had a pretty awesome Eggs Benedict on a waffle.
That's the moral of the whole story.
That's the moral of my story. Also, we were right next, 10 feet away from the fucking train track.
Oh, really?
10 feet away from the fucking train tracks. Like, if you're in the other house, it's probably loud if you're in the main house. But where we're at, it was right there. Felt like the train was rolling through the bedroom. Which could be cool. Yeah. If it was timed right, that could be kind of cool. But unfortunately, it wasn't. It was 3 o'clock in the goddamn
You gotta know
morning.
that's either coming when you're trying to get your moment of sleep, or like right when you're about to deliver a super smooth line or something, you know?
I'd say mid-act is the time to do that. Mid-act for the train tracks.
Yeah, but
10 feet.
Luck never works out that way. For all the thousands of people that the trains pass every day, how many times does that happen to work out? Most of the time, it's somebody trying to be all fresh, and then the train cuts them off.
Well, you got to time it. You need to time it and be listening for it, and then, make great haste.
Like, wake up.
It's coming.
Like, oh, there's my cue. All right, then. Here we go.
Oh. So anyway, it was pretty dope. Also, on our honeymoon, I touched a stingray. That's true, also. So there's that.
So touching stingrays, trains,
and eggs
I'm not
Benedict
gonna
on
make
waffles.
jokes, I guess.
Ain't no jokes to be made. I touched the fucking
there's
stingray.
no
I
jokes to
touched what killed Steve Irwin
I was
with
on
no fear. You know what I'm saying?
I was on my
honeymoon. That's a lie. I was actually pretty scared as fuck. I was like,
I've been
oh.
afraid. Shit. I don't think I'd probably even try to touch it. I'd just be like, no, I'm good.
Mrs. Waverly was not having it.
No, but I was on my honeymoon. Touched a stingray. That just seems like set up to some kind of a joke.
Headlines: Newlyweds go on honeymoon.
Or maybe
man touches stingray and dies.
Man touches stingray just
dies.
to do it.
Yeah.
Man touches stingray to look tougher than Steve Irwin. Dies
On his honeymoon.
on honeymoon.
Jesus.
That would be pretty lame. That's not the way to go out, guys. I'm like, sure, that'll go around the internet for about 4 hours. And
Don't do that.
And then from then on, like, people will not want to remember.
Well, I mean, don't do it at the beach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But do it at this place. I'm pretty sure they removed their barbs or whatever it is that can kill you. Because, I mean, they got, like, toddlers down there touching these things.
Whatever. I'm happy to not worry about it. I'll just be over here not touching stingrays.
Hey, there's that guy that's not touching stingrays.
I feel that way about, like, jellyfish. You know?
I ain't touching no jellyfish.
People will be like, well, these are really mild. It's not so bad. I don't give a fuck.
I stepped on a jellyfish.
I've had enough jellyfish attacks to be like, I don't need to touch any jellyfish.
On a show today, I watched a guy drink a beer out of a jellyfish.
Because why the fuck not?
That's something.
I mean,
that's something.
Who hasn't sat up at night and just been like,
I'm going to drink
wish
beer.
I could drink some beer out of a jellyfish. Just kind of hold it by its tentacles, fill it up full of beer, and then just, like, suck it out.
Have a friend. His friend was holding it, poured the beer in, and...
That's dumb as fuck.
Yeah, it was on a TV show.
He should have got stung in the face. And his buddy should have got stung on the wrist.
Yeah, definitely.
That'd have been a better video.
Swapped it out with a irukandji jellyfish.
Look at this dumbass try to drink beer out of a jellyfish and get stung in the face.
They should do a show like, one of those, dare shows where it's just about getting people to do freaky weird shit or whatever. And they get them to agree to do some sort of dumb shit, and then they totally backstab them and do something really fucked up and horrible to them. That somehow they snuck into the contract waivers. Be like, well, you did sign a contract that said you were allowed to be fucked with because you're stupid. That's almost exactly what it says on Clause 2C and 2D. The undersigned agrees to admit to everybody that he's really fucking dumb for doing this shit to begin with, so anything that happens isn't our fault.
Well, there it is.
In a nutshell.
Yeah, kind of like
do some stupid shit, and some stupid shit is bound to happen to you. Eggs Benedict on.
Next to a train track.
It's like, did you have a prenup?
No prenup.
No prenup?
No prenup needed.
Awesome. Let's just bail out now! Retreat! Retreat! Run away!
Yeah, we'll tell them that. Yeah, we'll tell them all that. Yes.
This is a one-party consensus.
What's up?
What are you doing, man?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Sitting here.
So, do you have the update?
What update?
Do you have an update?
Yeah.
Any update?
Really, any update will do. But we're wondering if you have an update.
Anything that happened today? Did you have an update? You were playing Call of Duty when I seen you earlier, right?
Yeah.
Did you have an update on that?
The Halloween for the new gun and the new crossbow and everything.
So you had an update today,
so
right?
So you're saying that your Call of Duty had a weapons update.
Yeah.
So we're reading this right. So your update had to do with weapons?
Yeah.
Okay, is this code for anything?
No, it was basically just inside the...
Oh, so it's a pretty common knowledge update. Okay.
That's great.
Right on, man. Thanks for the update.
Yes.
No problem.
Is that how much stuff is important for you?
Actually, yeah.
That's good shit.
For those of you at home who probably aren't going to ever hear it.
That's good for the entrance music. Yes, it is. Us moving this shit. Now we're talking and we're totally broadcasting right now. So let me tell you about this thing. While we're moving chairs, look, we're moving furniture here in the studio. You don't even know. Construction's happening right now.
I see what you're doing.
I'm trying to straighten it, man.
Oh, not that. That I'm down with.
This is, yeah, man, but all that shit that we're talking about moving shit, that's the intro music right there. That's good. I'm glad it worked out that way, and I'm glad you just heard it like that.
That was the audio equivalent of like locking in your special effects.
Because Box needed some more support because his fat ass was back hurting.
That's what we needed, some special effects for just a moment to bring in some support.
So guys, you know, my happy place, my favorite spot's Las Vegas. And I saw some Las Vegas news today. They're putting, and it's like Futurama-esque, like a motherfucker. They're putting in Madison Square Garden, like hollow sphere looking thing. It's gonna add to the skyline. Huge thing, like a huge convention center where you're gonna have fights and whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna
Madison
be
Square Garden.
No, it looks like Madison Cube Garden. It's like it's a sphere. It's this huge sphere, but it's like glowing like a hologram. You know what I mean? And like lights up the whole fucking skyline. Like they say it's as tall as the Venetian towers.
This is to be built or is built?
To be built. They just broke ground on it.
Just broke ground?
Yeah, they just started working on it, so it's gonna looked dope. And as you can see here, because I'm gonna have a picture of it up by the time the podcast goes live. That was my cue for it. It looked dope.
Looked dope.
Big glowing, like huge globe. They're calling it Madison Square Garden.
Why can't they have their own Square Garden? Why's it got to be Madison Square Garden?
Name recognition.
Well, I know, but I mean, damn. It's supposed to be the big bad Las Vegas, right? Why they gotta swagger jack other cities so hard?
That's all they do. They give you a place you don't have to travel the rest of the world. You can just go to Las Vegas and get everything right there. That's like the whole point. No, you don't have to fly all the way to Paris and get a fucking passport and put up with all the international flights and shit.
You just go to look Vegas. At the scale model of the Eiffel Tower.
But the whole place inside is all franced out too. You know what I mean? It's all Parisian inside.
Well, we have to take their word for it.
It's close enough for me. It's close enough for my American ass. I can go in there and feel like
I'm right there.
I'm good.
That right there is like the justification they use.
You know, you go to the Venetian, you feel like you've seen fucking Michelangelo paintings and shit. And you know, only it smells better. You know what I mean? It smells like fucking Cinnabon. It doesn't smell like an open sewer like Venice does.
Take that, Venice.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Well, damn.
So, anyway, Madison Square Garden, only it's a sphere.
Coming to Vegas.
Smelling like Cinnabon.
And not fucking Italy.
It will not. All of Italy now.
I'm sure there's some spots where they bathe, but wow. Never mind. I'm digging myself in. I actually love Italy. I love Olive Garden.
The Vegas version of Italy.
Yeah, Olive Garden.
Yeah, I love it all.
I love going to Olive Garden in Vegas. That's kind of like Italy. They got this guy, he like sings and shit.
You sit in these boat-shaped tables.
They got like a picture of this boat
with some running water going around
right next to Chewbacca and Darth Vader.
Yeah, Chewbacca comes up and takes your order in Italian. I'd love to hear Chewbacca with an Italian accent. That'd be great.
I would try it, but it would be so racially insensitive. It would be bad. You know,
well, you said you were trying to dig yourself in further.
No.
Some of my best friends were Italian.
Well, that came to a sudden halt.
Bail out! Bail out!
Leave!
What else is on the agenda?
Dude.
What else is happening?
I don't think we have an agenda.
How old are those donuts over there?
I probably bought them.
I've been wondering
yesterday.
that for like an hour.
I probably bought these at the same time, but it's unopened if you're worried about staleness.
He's got some fresh ones. I'm good. I was just checking. I wanted to make sure there wasn't like an update available on the donuts.
On the donuts.
Oh, the donuts? No, yeah, I got them a couple of months ago. I just keep them there because they look cool.
They smell nice. It gives the room a nice donut.
Yeah, kind of a, very, yeah.
It smells like Little Debbie in here.
Like Cinnabon without the cinnamon.
With a bun.
They're just white, plain powdered donuts.
For those of you, for those of you at
Little
home.
Debbie mini donuts with powder on them.
That's not keyword for the powder.
It's a nice powdered donut aroma. I want you all to know that I urinated. It was awesome. I don't apologize for that.
You gotta love it when it's awesome, though.
It was overdue. It was overdue.
Yeah.
Well, we're waiting for our guest to join us via satellite.
Yeah, we're still trying to determine if the optimal feed is going. That ping noise right there is the satellite connecting.
We got our engineer working on things.
We're going to go ahead and do that, I guess, because, I mean, the satellite's connected. Fuck it, why not, right?
So yeah, you're going to give them like a, here's what we're doing type of thing.
Yeah, I'm at least going to tell him who we are. Well, he knows.
What up, what up, what up?
What up? How's it going?
Shit. It's going, man. I got my energy drink and my cigarettes, so I'm good.
Oh, okay. All right, so you're pretty much
all the way up on the volume here.
Stocked and ready to go then.
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm straight.
All right. Well, yeah, so here I am. I'm sitting here with David Waverly and Scotty Box. We're on the speakerphone.
What up?
What up?
Yeah.
And at the moment, the thing we wanted to get into is do you have an update?
Yeah, an update on what? I got an update on lots of shit.
Oh, so you have multiple updates.
Oh, he's got more than one.
Updates.
More than one.
Well, as of right now, I'm presently still unemployed. One time I did a thing, and then I did another thing, and then they asked me to do another thing, and both times it got fucked up.
I hate it when the thing gets fucked up.
Yeah, man, it doesn't go the way that it was. Well, actually, it probably went. No, it didn't go exactly as planned, but nothing ever goes as I expected to. Which is kind of ill when I think about it, because like I expect shit to go wrong, it just goes wronger than I expect it to.
Oh. Okay, so
that's an update about that thing.
Oh, what? About things going wrong?
Oh no, I'm just saying you covered that update, I think, pretty well.
Okay, so that's
update
number one.
Clear. That update is not in question.
The cool thing about updates is it's all news to me.
Ah, that's deep.
That is deep.
Yeah, man. Shit. You know what I don't have is good drugs to make my updates more entertaining.
Well,
updates are usually more entertaining with good drugs.
Okay.
Good drugs are usually like a qualifier.
Oh, well, we should ask. Do you want us to keep the official copy of your updates for the official file, or is this off-the-record updates?
Man, fuck that file, dude. I wouldn't be able to keep it straight if I had it.
Good. I'm going to stop writing, man.
I imagine it's your file. And how official is it? Who's official? As a matter of fact, I'm sure I got a couple official files out on my ass.
Oh, I wonder if we could get access to those. Do you know who has them?
I don't know. I would imagine probably county, state, local representatives.
Oh, those guys.
Those guys.
Those
that's what I said.
I hate those guys. Actually, I'm not calling them.
File, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can you give us our updates?
But you know what I really like?
What? Do what?
Awkward silences.
What happened?
Oh my
Silences.
Shit. Well, you missed it. You missed the update. I thought you were waiting for the update. I just gave you the update, and you motherfuckers are out there slacking.
No, I'm ready to hear more updates. If
You have to pay attention when class is in session, fool.
Oh, we're in class. Oh, okay.
well, back to taking notes then, I suppose.
I wasn't good at paying attention in class. I mean, like, I have to be told things like that. So.
What publication do you represent again?
Well, All Natural
this
Podcast.
is the All Natural Podcast.
I don't know if it counts as a publication
That's good.
or
I'm all
not.
natural right now. Believe it or not, underneath all my clothes, I'm naked.
Oh,
That's an update.
that's an update.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Mark that.
Dude, beneath all my skin, I got a skeleton.
That's also an update. That's going in the ledger.
Actually,
That one needs to be written down.
I had to,
Boom.
like, they asked the parents at my kid's school to sit in with them while they painted rocks or something like that, and then fucking, of course, that was just debate, because then after it, I got roped into reading. It was, just, oh, well, if you're a parent, you can read to your kid. Well, like, I was one of 5 parents to show up out of a class of 20 fucking kindergartner. So what ended up happening was I was reading to about 6 kids. And, they're doing things that I'm not okay with kids that are not my kids doing, like climbing on my lap and all. I've got authority figures in the room, so I can't say, get off me, you're not mine, So, yeah, I got roped into reading them, and I actually ended up in an argument with one of the little bastards trying to explain to them, because I ended up reading a Halloween book because it was the scariest thing they had on the shelf. And I ended up in an argument with one of the little bastards about them having a skeleton inside of them. Like, he didn't believe me. And I'm like, motherfucker, come on, you're in school. And for one thing, your teacher should be teaching you shit, not me. Like, not the guy that shows up in the Prozac shirt. It's really, it's a wonder that I'll also be overseeing the book fair this year. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I really, really hope that. I mean, I already know that they pretty much, like, vetted and censored the library since I was a kid, but I'm just hoping some of the more, like, fucked up weird shit that we used to read when we were kids was still on the shelves, because, like, when I was young, what motivated me towards literacy was wanting to learn to read so I could understand those scary stories to tell in the dark books, and then actually read them, and they're pretty fucked up, man. Like,
I loved those fucking books.
Yeah, they're great, man. And Alvin Schwartz does the illustrations that are just fucking pure nightmare for you. Now, I did hear this, that those books are apparently still in circulation, but they took out Schwartz's illustrations because they were too scary.
I think I read something about that. Too. I think I read something about that.
Bullshit, and I can't even imagine, like, the new ones are just, like, all not scary and shit, which kind of eliminates the point of reading the fucking book. But either way, what's really cool is a lot of those stories are derived from American folktales, and it is by and large geared towards kids. But I'm pretty sure one of those stories ends with a scarecrow skinning a guy. Like, he's flayed this man alive and is now hanging his belt out to dry in the sun.
Right.
So,
right.
Which is the kind of thing that a child needs to learn at an impressionable age, if you ask me.
Fuck yeah. And I have to say, at the beginning of your story, talking about the kids climbing on you and shit, there needs to be a responsible motherfucking adult in there that works in that place that's going to spot that shit and say, hey, kids, don't climb on the stranger. That seems wildly inappropriate on the school's part, if you ask me.
Well, I know, but the ill thing is, like, they're so understaffed and the parents don't really give a fuck. That's why, like, things like this was the only reason I showed up, is because I didn't want to be one of these kids whose parents didn't show up, you know what I mean? Especially because I saw how firsthand understand how fucking like damaging that is.
Right.
So the whole fucking thing sucked to begin with. You know what I mean? Because now I got like I have enough problems with adults pawning the parental issues off on me. You know what I mean? And to see it happen, to see the damage occur in real time. But no, the thing is the school is so fucking overcrowded and understaffed. That's why they get rooked into it, and they're just fucking happy to have an extra body for these motherfuckers to play monkey bars on, you know?
Playing fucking monkey bars on.
Dude, I'm not chaperoning though, I'll tell you that much right now, like, because I will lose your child. I've learned how thoroughly disinterested I can be in children that aren't mine.
Now they're gonna rope you in. You're gonna get wrapped into it.
I mean, I guess I'm kind of part of the problem. But
you're gonna be working the lunchroom soon.
Say what?
You'll be working the lunchroom soon.
Hmm.
You'll be the guy, volunteering to pass out sack lunches at the state capitol.
I don't think. No, because what I'll end up doing is pocketing the kids' lunch money.
Oh, you can still do both.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, you know what? I wonder how much you would net embezzling from a lunchroom operation, and I wonder how much that goes on really.
That's got me wondering.
That's a good, yeah. You gotta figure. School districts do not watch their money.
That could be the fucking angle to get into, man.
Yo,
I mean, you're just stealing every third dollar from the cafeteria. It's probably a tidy fucking sum, especially if you're going to like a big inner city school where there's like 3,000 kids up in there. You're making money.
That's what I'm saying.
You're making money that day.
Yeah, and I guarantee, like, they're really more concerned about like the kickbacks from like the free lunch programs and shit like that. They're more worried about like, what they can net from the government money, so they're not really watching the paper money as closely.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
That's a fucking update.
Yeah, I mean, well, shit, my ServSafe certification is still good. I know how to, and apparently that's not a bad gig either. I know a couple people from working shitty little food service jobs that they go and get the school fucking lunchroom gig, and they seem to like it. I just, I really don't like kids. And the thing, and I really don't like getting rooked into pretending to like kids by administrative forces. You know what I mean? It's just not it's not the look.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you this, or I'm going to get down to the heart of things here. What is the proper way to prepare toast?
To prepare toast, you said?
Yes, sir.
In a fucking toaster? Come on.
No, I mean, like, once it's done, how do you dress it? What do you put on it?
Butter, I guess. Or,
just butter.
As a matter of fact, you could do a lot of things with toast, man. You could make a breakfast sandwich. You could make cinnamon toast.
That's what Box was saying, and I contest that cinnamon toast is in a different class than like regular breakfast toast.
How is it in a different class?
Oh yeah.
It's totally the addition of cinnamon.
God damn it!
It starts out as toast.
Pretty much everybody's against him on this one.
Yeah, I'm really the oddball out on this one, so I mean we can skip past that.
I need to follow the logic here. What is it?
Okay, what I'm saying, look, in my house, regular toast, like breakfast toast, you put it comes in the toaster, right? But cinnamon toast, the way I prepare that, it goes in the oven. You know what I'm saying? It goes in the broiler.
You're just making more work for yourself.
Oh man, no, dude.
Everybody else does it.
It's worth the effort, man. The way the way we did it in my house, butter, cinnamon, sugar, and then in the broiler for like 2-3 minutes. And then when it comes out, that's what cinnamon toast is.
Now, I wonder, but then if you have to put it in the boil, is it not become boil? Like, it's no longer toast because it's not been toasted. It's been boiled, so isn't it boiled now?
Exactly, but it's still the bread.
So it should be called cinnamon broil.
No, the
cinnamon broiled toast crunch.
Well, I mean, how do you make cinnamon toast in a toaster? I guess I don't understand that.
You fucking put the bread in the toaster. And then at one point, when it emerges from the toaster, it's now toast.
And then what?
Because even if you're talking,
well, then you add
cinnamon and sugar to dry fucking toast
to butter
or to
butter, sugar, and cinnamon.
Didn't you say you put butter on?
Yeah, and then it's all saying
any kind of liquid you apply to dry toast, it's gonna drink.
Yeah, but if you broil it, this is what I'm saying. If you put it in the broiler, it heats the fucking sugar up, caramelizes the whole thing. It becomes one unit. You're not trying to chase the fucking sugar in the
You're
cinnamon.
not chasing it because when you get a bite, you're getting a bite of everything: cinnamon, sugar, butter, and toast. All at one time.
I can
you know,
see
down on it.
Everybody
Down
else,
on it.
it's cool, man. It's a democracy. If that's how it is, then all right.
Right,
Okay,
but I'm saying, if you're gonna go to that effort, why don't you just make cinnamon rolls?
Oh, that never occurred to me before.
Because
Good
we're
question.
talking about toast here.
I mean, I guess it's easier.
No,
to
he's
make
basically saying
make on
that
hand
cinnamon
with
toast
ingredients,
shouldn't
but-
exist.
What I'm
Because
saying,
you just skip to
what I'm
roll.
saying, can we discount cinnamon toasts in the conversation altogether and figure out what you would put on
think of
other than
other
that regular
alternative
breakfast,
uses.
regular breakfast toast. Which
Well,
I
yeah,
guess all right, fine. If
Like
cinnamon
I said,
toast is what it
You
is.
ever go to Denny's and you get their toast, and it's fucking. Well, for one thing, I don't even know what they do to prepare Denny's toast, because it usually comes as vaguely wet and not really toasted. But you can use that to assemble a rudimentary breakfast sandwich out of whatever, any name your slam, you know what I mean? And you got all the ingredients right there. You just stack the fucker and eat it. You can do the same thing at home, which is usually what I do with toast. I've only just recently, here's how I know I've come into an adulthood, is because I've only recently learned the merits of, like, having eggs over easy that you can break and dunk your fucking toast in. It's like, how did it take me 30 years to discover this?
I'm with you on that. That's the
Right,
shit.
but okay, so we covered two bases. What other fucking uses for toast are there? What else constitutes a toast? You can raise a glass, I suppose. That's a kind of toast.
Well, my definition, I always said that if it's got bread in it and the bread is toasted, it should count as toast.
If it's heated
So
to the
if
point
it's-
where it is
you know,
toasted,
Like even
Yeah,
the
'cause
toasted
sometimes
bread
I am
sandwiches
talking about
are technically toast, I think.
Right, and well, sometimes you take like you just butter the fucking stuff and you fry up the toast, or you fry up the bread. Is it now fried bread or is it toast?
It's fried toast, I guess.
Yeah, I guess I'm supposed to. Yeah, because that's really gonna fuck with me. I mean,
then you're getting into like donut
it's not
territory.
toasted.
Oh, yeah.
It's not toasted under the traditional. Once you add the butter to it and it's in the pan fryer, whatever happens, it's fried now. It's not toasted.
That's
Damn,
correct.
This is really gonna bug me.
We may have to do some scientific experiments to determine exactly when frying ends and toasting begins.
That's true. Well, all I could assume is that, because the big difference here is that in the toasting process, this occurs when the bread is dry. The oils or whatever heating liquid needs to be present on the thing while it's being heated in order to fry. That makes sense? I feel like it makes sense to me.
No, that sounds about right.
That's about right.
Alright, so we got toast covered.
All right, so let me ask you this: now that toast is covered,
No.
what is the proper way to prepare hot chocolate? Water or milk?
No, come on, son. Like, no. There's no what? No. That whole, preparing it with water shit, I don't know. I feel like whoever did that just did that to fuck with people.
Right?
And although still, nowadays, you get the fucking, the pre-powdered toast shit. Or toast. Fucking milk shit.
Powdered toast man.
Yeah, you powdered toast, man.
There
Yeah,
you
right?
go.
The
Chocolate
fucking,
toast milk.
The hot cocoa mix, and it doesn't blend correctly with the milk.
Oh yeah, it makes like these little stones of powder.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They make you heat the milk separately. The fuck out of shit is that, man? It pisses me off.
Right.
And
Right
I
on.
wonder what the science is behind that, or why the shit won't just blend. The milk is going to be hot either way. But yeah, anybody who prepares their hot chocolate with water, their parents didn't love them. I'm concerned 100% about that.
That's good shit.
That's pretty good.
That's good shit.
I remember that
Where
one.
the milk was such a commodity that you're not going to be able to get that shit with your hot cocoa on a fucking cold winter night.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, we're on the same side of the
Okay.
fence on that one. That's good.
Oh, hell yeah.
Good shit.
I can't believe that there is another side of this fence. You ever get those, back in the day, man, in construction sites, they used to have that shit. It would be like a kettle full of fucking hot chocolate that they would have as an alternative to hot coffee. Like if they had two of the little hot plates, that they'd have one kettle for fucking coffee and another one for fucking hot chocolate. And it was always made with water, and it was always the weirdest shit. Where, it almost in like a little tap thing, and it came out all hot. And it's, for one thing, it'll burn your fucking mouth no matter how long you let it sit out. And then another thing, fucking, I don't know, just something about it. It definitely, it tastes like chocolate water. Just like, what fucks with me is people, we used to sell fucking Yoo-Hoos at my old job, and people would always say, oh, well, I'll take a chocolate milk. And I can't help, I don't know if it was just some kind of latent autism on my part, but I had to fucking correct him every single time. Like, it's not chocolate. And then sometimes I would blow somebody's mind with the fact that Yoo-Hoo is not chocolate. I mean, not chocolate, fucking
it's not milk.
It's not milk.
Yeah, chocolate water.
Right, that's what's fucking, it is.
Yeah, it's cocoa water.
But it's definitely, they'll say, I want a chocolate milk, and I'll be like, well, Yoo-Hoo's not chocolate milk, it's a chocolate drink. And sometimes there'd actually be like little debates back and forth, but it says it right on the label.
Yeah.
And then you can read the ingredients. There's no fucking, I think there's like 2% milk fat in it or some shit, but there's no actual milk in the fucking thing. At least not enough to constitute fucking hot or fucking chocolate milk.
Oh, like water is the number one ingredient.
Mm-hmm.
Forget about it.
No, it's actually like water and corn syrup. I know this because I've studied this label. Those are the first two ingredients: is water and corn syrup. Chocolate's like 6 down on the list of shit they throw at you before they fucking even consider making it.
All right. Well, we got hot chocolate covered. We got toast covered. We got multiple
updates.
Several updates. So
several. I'd like to keep you guys on the bleeding edge.
Fuck yeah.
Because that's what this podcast is known for, is the bleeding edge. And you got to be careful.
Well, bleeding, yeah.
They can get infected.
True that. Man, how far can you extend this metaphor? Well, all right. Well, I guess we go.
I was waiting for you to extend it. I'm sitting here like, okay, let's see, where are we going?
Yeah. Well, it could be a blood infection.
That's true. Yeah, sure. Yeah,
that could be something we could merchandise. All natural blood infections.
Ooh,
we'll start selling them. They'll be very inexpensive.
I was about to say, the manufacturing costs alone, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you just
have one well in hand.
Yeah, you just got to get a couple of bodies and stick them in a room and have them grow the stuff for you. And
right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, they have things like blood parasites. To me, I think that's very interesting. Is that your blood can be basically usurped by a living creature attacking your blood. But then your blood has to still function, though. It still has to pump and do its thing. But it's doing its thing while other little things are straight up like living in it.
We should have led with that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, we're going to discuss blood parasites. We'll save that one for next time, I guess.
Nothing keeps the party going like a fucking blood parasite.
Like a nice analysis of blood disorder.
There we go. Themes for the next show: blood disorders. You know what? You had that in hand. Put that down. There's your update. Put that shit in your notes.
That's
great.
Blood
disorders, and you could make a whole episode out of that shit.
Boom.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Right on, man.
All right. Well, I guess that about pretty much wraps it up for now.
We got to hit you back some other time, though. That was great.
Yeah, that was awesome. We got to do this again.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Let me know.
We got to do like an actual proper interview where it's actually us interviewing Creeper as opposed to just trying to get a quick update, because,
Yeah, because, I'm not going to give you fucking updates. I ain't got shit to say about things, Although all my updates are fucking... Read Whoops if you want the fucking update.
Whoops?
Yeah.
What's Whoops?
That's a fucking... I don't know, some thing some dumbass did one time.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty cool. Like, your friend told me about it. It was pretty fresh.
I read a lot of those.
This is a good place to go for updates.
All right, we'll call them next.
Yeah, actually, you called the wrong guy. You need to get those motherfuckers who do whoops on here.
We should do that. We'll plot that
That's
too.
where the entertainment's at.
We'll figure that one out too.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's like, yeah, the other guy's got kind of a monotone voice. I remember hearing him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's kind of like a Terminator.
Yeah. We'll figure something out though.
Except he was sent back in time to make people laugh. At least that's what it says in his fucking press release.
Well, shit, that's good enough for me.
Yeah, right.
If the press believes it, I mean...
That's
what does it say on his Wikipedia? I'll go by that.
Oh, hell yeah. You know the best Wikipedia prank you can do is, if you have a disagreement on something, and you cite the Wikipedia source, but you knowingly had gone back and edited in the information yourself an hour ago, and the mods haven't caught it yet.
That's cheating, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, but that's the idea. It's funny.
Oh, right. I'm with you.
Yeah, that's the whole idea. Is
But now it's not cheating. Now it's just clever.
Yeah, now it's subterfuge. Now it's just brilliant.
Ninja tactics. All right. Well, I guess we gonna wrap this up. Again, thanks for participating.
All right, kids. Well, thank you for having me. Have a good night.
Right on, Doc. Piece of stuff.
All right, later.
Later.
See
ya.